Hello everyone, my name is Neeraj Nanduvasavka and I am going to present the IS-601 Web Systems Development final project. So for this final project, I have taken banking system. So talking about the code of the project, so we start with the main file of the project, that is the file of last sample where we have implemented the milestone 1 project. Here we have implemented the basic create app query, and we use Flask for implementing for presenting our application. We have created SQL for we have created SQL for creating table and inserting the values. So our database is situated here, where the IS-601 roles folder contains values such as ID, name, description, IS active, created and modified. The IS-601 user roles contains values such as ID, role ID and user ID, where across we can insert values through the application, and we can update the queries and also delete it using the application. So for designing the application, we are using templates like HTML and CSS codes. So the HTML CSS code help us to decorate the page, and for such as the layout page shows us the descriptive code of HTML and CSS been presenting name HTML, and which helps us design the code well. And to take the values, we use the HREF functions. So this is how our code is been presented. So talking about the implementation of our project, this is the final year project we have been presented. Now this is the bank query. Here the list account option is there, where a particular user of a bank can withdraw money and deposit money by submitting and adding the values. By adding the values, if the user has to add withdraw money 200, he can simply add this value and submit it. So now talking about the user, uh, how can he manage his account and creating an account. The user has been given two options. First, to create his account, where by simply clicking on the create account window, he can register for a bank, creating username, email address, password and confirm password. Where by simply clicking on the registered icon, he can be able to add his money by showing the proof of his money and adding money. So if the user has already created account and is a member of a bank, so he can just click on manage account and add his username and password, and by clicking on login page, he can see his dashboard where his account details will be mentioned. So talking about the banking system, the user can easily withdraw money by submitting and adding his value, and also deposit the certain amount of money by clicking on the submit button. So currently our application has not been deployed on Heroku, unfortunately, but I tried my best for deploying the application on Heroku, where I changed the certain level of codes in day one YML, where I tried to add the certain files, but had some issues when I was running the milestone 1 and 2 projects which I have already created. Had some issues deploying it to the Heroku, but my project is successfully running on the local server. Talking about the Heroku side, for making the Heroku making the infrastructure in Heroku. We created new day one file and prod files. So this dev files helped us to just clicking on the application, and by opening the application we could see our application. So here is a demo of my previous project where I have deployed my IS-601 dev project, where a user can search for a company name. He can simply add it and filter it on the results. He will be showing none. If he shows company name like J, he can use his previous data. He can the employee can search here by clicking on the filter buttons, which can show his or her results, and also the admin page for importing the files, which can help him to upload and import the files. So this was the previous project which we worked on. So talking about the project overview, we have success. Yes, our project was not successfully deployed on Heroku, but we tried our best to deploy it on the local server, and created the banking system. So thank you very much for presenting, giving me an opportunity presenting the final year project, and I hope I have given my best for the project. Thank you.